Hello students! I'm going to give you guys a tutorial today on how to create a picture using Kidsmon. So right now, I'm just playing around on this website, right? I have icons on the left and the right. On the right hand side, it shows me my various tools, whether I'm using the spray paint or the eraser or changing the size of my eraser or my paintbrush. On the left hand side, I have my paint palette, and there I can choose what colors I want to work with. So since I'm done exploring the different lines that I can make with those icons, I just erased everything. So right now I chose my paintbrush and I went over to my paint palette to choose a color that I wanted to work with. I was thinking that I could put a color behind the entire background instead of just working on a blank canvas. So I went over to the plus sign to change the size of my paintbrush, and I chose orange to just cover the background of the area where I can paint. You don't have to do this, but this is just one suggestion that I have, just so you cover all the white spaces before you start your work. And you can choose any color you want. So for this project, what I want you guys to do is to play around with different types of shapes you could make, like circles, squares, triangles, rectangles, and using those shapes, you could incorporate them in your piece however you want. We could also think about different types of lines to use. Maybe we could use zigzag lines, dotted lines, curvy lines, wavy lines, and just explore different ways to use them in our artwork. Now, there's no right or wrong way to make your piece. I'm just giving you some suggestions on things that you could add to your image to give it more detail. But the most important thing that you can do while you're making your artwork is simply just to explore the different options you have for the materials that you can use to make your marks, and also explore the type of colors you want to incorporate in your artwork. So now I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward through the rest of the piece as I'm playing around with the different tools that I can use, and using different colors, different shapes, different types of mark makings, whether they're dots or lines, and again, just playing around with different colors. But eventually I'm going to get to a place where I'm ready to save. So I'm going to go ahead to the left hand side and hit that icon that is right next to the F. Click Save File. And then I'm going to go to the top of my web page where I can see the drop down arrow and click on the latest file that has been downloaded from the website, and I'm going to just drag it onto my desktop. Now that I've dragged it onto my desktop, I can click on my saved image, and there I'm going to find my piece that I can use to upload to my assignments for this project.